believe that strong communities are built on acceptance and inclusion, of believing that everyone has value. I'm proud to join the rest of the world in recognizing the International Day for Persons with Disabilities. Today, December 3rd, is aimed at promoting an understanding of disability issues and mobilizing support for the dignity, rights, and well-being of persons with disabilities. There are over 1 million persons living with some form of disability in the Caribbean. Persons with disabilities face unique economic and social challenges, such as poor infrastructure to support their needs, extremely limited support services, social exclusion, and discrimination. They lack equal, let alone equitable, access to the basic pillars of what it means to live: housing, community, transportation, education, employment. According to UNESCO, only 10% of persons with disabilities in the Caribbean are employed. And if you think that doesn't affect you, according to the International Labour Organization, excluding persons with disabilities from the workforce costs approximately 3 to 7% of a country's gross domestic product. Data also reveals that women with disabilities are at a higher risk of experiencing violence than men with disabilities, as well as women without disabilities. This includes physical, psychological, sexual, and financial abuse and neglect. The UN Sustainable Development Goals is built on the central transformative promise of leaving no one behind. To achieve this, there needs to be a great prioritizing of the safety and well-being of women and girls with disabilities. I would love to be able to share real figures and statistics with you, but the sad truth is that only 6 countries in this region currently have specific surveys on disabilities. Robert Hensel said, "There is no greater disability in society than the inability to see a person as more." The lack of data makes this population not just marginalized, but largely invisible and mostly ignored. This is a major area for improvement. It is time for government agencies and relevant institutions to engage in the collection of data on persons with disabilities to ensure that evidence-based laws, policies, and responses can be implemented to protect and ensure the rights of persons living with disabilities. Persons with disabilities must be involved in this process as well. Remember, nothing about us without us. Public and private sectors and civil society must also do their part to ensure that women and girls with disabilities live in a Caribbean that supports and promotes equal and equitable opportunities and protection for all. We must all do our part to promote meaningful inclusion for all. This includes improving the accessibility of support and services, building effective infrastructure, and promoting the inclusion of women and girls with disabilities in decision-making, both in political and in civic life. Ending violence against women and girls with disabilities entails individuals disengaging from and confronting stereotypes, discrimination, and social exclusion of persons with disabilities. Let us love, respect, and protect all women and girls, and accept and support all persons with disabilities. Join us, take action, raise awareness, unite to end gender-based violence.